far ahead. If he's having like Scotty, you're blinking in, you don't really have the backup for your Leshrac. There's literally no saves other than sleep. He could be running into a lot of issues.
It is support Axe.
Yes.
It was the flex.
Went for the 2 rings of protection this time around instead of the patented 4 that we've been seeing. Of course, we've been seeing the position 3, so quite a bit different. As, a mid gank already. Schofield with the shackle. Makoto's in a lot of trouble. And that is going to be the first kill of the game for Heroic. Nicely done.
Yeah, very nice. You get the Ava toss back into the TP.
And Joka makes his way over. Schofield on the other side. Looking to gank Makoto.
Good positioning.
Yeah, blood grenade into the shackle. Jokum, though, what can he do about it? Is the question. Toss back onto the creep wave. Makoto's going to take a ton of damage from the tower and the avalanche. A nice kill for Analog again, as there's a Berserker's call into Jokum. As Schofield trying to just run it off, blood grenade applied. Meanwhile, Cuckoo kind of around and gets a nice nightmare. Schofield pops a fairy fire. Jokum will have to try to run away, but now shackled under the tree, and the toss finishes the job. Double kill for Analog. Great turnaround from Heroic. I mean, that innate for Shadow Shaman is just absurd.
It's really damn strong.
It's #1 in the game, by the way.
It's really good if you can do it, but it's not an easy ask because you have so many traps all around the map that you just kind of see the move coming if you're 23 Savage.
And the Hex, there's a Solar Guardian that you were talking about, set up by the Shackle into the Starbreaker. More than enough damage. WS just a casual swash into death. A nice rotation from Whisper.
Let's see. Mostly what I see is like some Kaya, and then if you can get away with it, you do go for the Blink Dagger. Otherwise, you've got
Whisper. Slowed to a crawl. There's the first grip of the game. Pulse Nova. Just more than enough damage. 23 Savage claims it along with the tier 1 tower. So in terms of farm, again, putting Whisper on the bottom there.
Yeah, I like how Talon have been using the heroes in like the past minute. Let's hold that for now. Rolling Thunder.
WS, nice call. Sets up that kill, and now WS will continue on. This is the bigger one, of course, onto Analog. Makoto out of mana at the moment, but they should have enough to finish the job. Indeed, they do. So across the board, 3 kills for Talon, and already a 2K lead. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was very nice stuff. You had Cuckoo with an early 6. They go behind.
And they're now going to see the creeps being pulled.
And
Makoto, I don't know if you noticed, the sound effect doesn't go off if you don't stack there. He gets the toss, though. And this is going to be a stun lock into a kill. Nicely done from Analog and company.
Because you would have to fight into a Dawn ult. They're tipping top instead onto Savage.
Yeah, he's going to get Avalanche. Solar Guardian to follow. Toss back. Okay, a little bit weird.
Should be fine.
He should still end up going down here. Attempting the TP. Do they have a stun? This is going to be close. He does go down. Big kill for Yuma and company. That was almost a disaster, actually.
That was very close.
The toss onto the creep outside of the Solar Guardian. Really unfortunate. On the other side, the Shadow Shaman did get picked off. And now a smoke from Talon. Analog already showing himself, uses the Avalanche, is going to get slowed up with the blood grenade. Fiend's grip from the side. Makoto positioned nicely, and that just worked out perfectly for Talon.
I mean, that's really, really good. That also gives them the mid-tier 1, and I will say that Jokum has done a nice job at kind of recovering, right? You make some stacks, then Lesh can take it, you take the mid lane, you make more stacks, the TA gets it, you get more gold, because he's playing a support axe. He has Urn and Blink Dagger at minute 13.
I was not expecting that.
No, me neither.
Will be Ag first for Whisper. Still working on that as 23 Savage. He'll be able to get the Wisdom Shrine. KJ with the off-the-map plays as meanwhile, bottom river, Avatos onto 2 with the hammer to follow. Starbreaker not fully connecting. Attempted TP will not be successful, so 2 kills for Heroic. Feels like a very back-and-forth affair, which we were expecting coming into the series. Still 1,000 away from Ags for the Dawnbreaker, so talked about it yesterday, of course. First item Ags, very common right now on the offlaner.
It is the new norm. They pop the meta.
Yeah, Blink. And the toss-up. There's a Solar Guardian to follow. Jokum able to find a distance, but dies nonetheless. A lot of damage onto Yuma. Does have the Sunder available. He's going to get stun locked here, but Makoto is going to die first as Yuma looking for a target, but the swashbuckle is enough. At the very least for Talon, they do get 1 valuable kill, but they have lost 2 in the meantime. Sleep. Is there going to be follow-up here? 23 Savage makes an appearance. A lot of damage to Analog. There's the inhibit into the swash. Double kill for WS, and now Heroic on the run. Schofield. Attempted TP instantly canceled.
Nice sleep by Cuckoo.
Killed off. And yeah, the Nightmare should theoretically set up another kill onto KJ. Gets the dive off, but look who's waiting for him is WS. Triple kill for him.
That was really good counterplay by them. And by the way, that was the most useful, like, 0.1 second grip I have ever seen. It stopped the Sunder animation the first time.
Did he think about Sundering analog?
Yes,
I think he hesitated
he was
right?
Sundering analog, but then he got gripped and then he got stunned again by the roll. Uh-oh, we're
Speaking
not
of
done yet.
analog, oh man, another big kill for WS. He is completely dominating now. Third net worth overall in the game, second on the team. This should set up a tier 1 tower for Talon as well.
I mean, this is a very strong timing that Talon do have in the game. You have the Deso, especially now with Deso charges, you have high level meld, you're starting to get levels in the lucky shot as well. Makoto.
Oh yeah, nice cancel again. As Heroic getting tons of kills now into an immediate smoke, so they want to keep up the aggression, it seems.
He went for Blade Mail on Tiny, which is not something you see ever,
pretty
really.
Strange.
I mean, it does give you armor against Tiny, against the TA, and it's very good against the Lesh.
Rolling Thunder into the call. Solar Guardian, not enough. The chop is there. And now Whisper. It's like that ult effectively wasted unless Heroic can try to turn this around. Avatos from Analog. They have enough damage to take out Axe at the very least, and they get the Shackle onto the Pango, but now they're trying to kill this Serpent Ward. The reflection comes out as Schofield on the run will drop onto the low ground as the TB ends up getting taken out. Makoto very low on mana, but Analog, he is surrounded by mostly members of Talon at the moment. Good Starbreaker from Whisper, but a big swashbuckle from WS, and Analog just stuck in the trees. And that leaves Whisper to his own devices. It's only a matter of time. Triple kill for Cuckoo.
And he's doing some good stuff on his Bane. All of his grips are like just doing a lot of work. He's sitting on 2,600 gold now as well. If you're Heroic, they need to take a quick step back and think about how you want to fight.
That's where your team fight gets really strong. Serpent Ward in the pit.
You're letting them get away with this talent?
Rolling Thunder available. Analog in the shadow. Schofield with a nice hex. There's a Solar Guardian to slow them down. Analog with the Avalanche to follow. 23 Savage. 45 HP. There's the grip though. They get the Aegis onto Yuma. And I believe that is a successful engagement for Heroic despite losing their offlaner. As long as they don't bleed out here. As the egg is placed and 23 Savage is burning down, but he does take out the egg in time. So in the end, it is 3 dead for Heroic as Analog's continue to be pursued. He's not being able to blink. Thanks to the battle hunger, Jokum continuing on, gets the call with the Force Staff. Yuma from afar. Nice Nightmare save for the time being. Toss not enough. Jokum will walk it off. So Aegis secured for Heroic, but they did lose 3.
Let's see, at least the cooldown of their spells didn't really, you know, come back to bite them, as they have most of them back available, apart from the egg.
Cuckoo's halfway to Ags, by the way.
He is doing so, he's 6-1 and 10.
Oh, Analog. He's in a precarious spot. See, King Jungle gonna get chopped to the ground as the Lesh just barely survives. No, the last right clicks are enough from Yuma, so that is a big kill for Heroic. They've lost 2 supports, but as the Rolling Thunder will continue on, focusing on Analog, a nice Eul's to delay. But eventually, surely is going to be brought down here. Oh, Solar Guardian healing him up, and now WS is in a horrible spot. The right clicks from the TB are enough. Yuma double kill. Was not going to go the way I expected there at all. Yeah, 2 cores dead for Talon.
I cannot disrespect Yuma's damage on this TV.
Wait, they changed that?
Yep.
How long ago was that? That was a thing for so long.
It's something that kind of has to get removed. But let's see, Heroic are going for a backstab, at least for now.
Oh, Jokum again. Not able to get the initiation that he wanted. WS, though, gets a stun on a TB. TB's in a lot of trouble. Yuma getting brought down. That's life number 1. It's not going to have meta now when he comes back up. As the egg does go off successfully. WS very healthy, though. Gets a nice shield crash onto 2 with a huge swashbuckle to follow. Analog tosses him back, but Makoto finishes the job as 23 Savage does fall, so one important member of Talon does drop to the deck. The Nightmare TP attempt, but the Bane brought down by Yuma. Double kill for the TB. Of course, with that shard, not completely useless without meta.
So that is going to be on cooldown for another mid, because any second that takes away now is absolutely in Heroic's favor. You want to get towards your egg, and of course, most importantly, the meta.
Oh,
toss back onto Cuckoo.
Yeah, he's just instantly dead. 65 seconds, does have buy though. But this certainly opens up the opportunity for Heroic to finish the old Roche. Meta up in 10 seconds.
If you're Talon, you should be looking for a fight.
And another snake place is Makoto getting really aggressive. There's a lot of damage on the Analog. Gets off the Euls, but you can see the Rolling Thunder onto the high ground. They delete the Shadow Shaman to start the fight. CKB already expanded for both Analog and Makoto. Serpent Ward doing its thing against Roche. WS is kind of in a weird spot. He gets tossed back into the fray. Yuma doesn't have the nullifier on him. Roche getting extremely low. 23 Savage wants to jump in. There's the egg place with the stun ray to follow. Snatched Aegis by Jokum. He's going to pay the price with 1 life as the Fiend's Grip fully extended onto Tiny, and 1 casual right click by TA to delete him off the face of the map. Meanwhile, Yuma in the pick gets chopped by Jokum on his 2nd life. A huge fight for Talon. And now KJ stuck inside the pit. He'll be the next one sacrificed to the gods as double kill
dunk
for Jokum. As Schofield
triple dunk
gets dunked into oblivion. Triple kill for Jokum, steals the Aegis. We'll see what kind of damage he can do to the buildings here. Jokum looking for a pick off. Ooh, actually really close. Whisper spotted. The hammer gives him a little bit of distance, but Makoto's making his way over. TP coming. Try to assist. I don't think that's going to happen, though. 23 Savage just destroys Whisper. And they actually find a Nightmare onto Analog. Rolling Thunder right on top of him as well, as Heroic are starting to drop like flies. Another nullifier applied to the Phoenix. Fighting inside of the Heroic base. KJ and Analog drop to the deck. Whisper gets off his ult, but he's all alone. And the Nightmare keeps him in place as Jokum. Blink will get canceled. Refresher pop for Whisper just to get that kill. We can see they're continuing to bleed out now. Big Starbreaker, but most of the damage coming from the Lesh at this point. Yuma finally arrives, but feels like Heroic have just lost so much. An additional 8K net worth injected into Talon's veins.
That was very, very costly. Like the last 2 to 3 minutes, it went from a 10K lead to a 26K lead.
Illusion will spot Cuckoo and Jokum. Analog could get a big avalanche here. He's going to try to focus on 1 here at the top. 23 Savage already at half HP, taking a ton of damage from Yuma. He's deleted. Big kill for Heroic as Whisper pops the Refresher. Cancellation of the TP on the Bane. That's going to be a 2nd kill going the way of Heroic. And Jokum just barely getting to the high ground. Fire Spirits trying to find him. Does blink out. Makoto is kind of close. The scan, well, whose scan was that?
Did he go low ground? It was both Radiant.
Okay. Oh, he's going to be spotted, though.
Toss back, Hex.
Have a toss back into KJ.
He's
Solar
just
Guardian to come. Yeah, that's an easy kill. That is a huge one for Heroic.
That was kind of funny. So Talon used 2 scans, which both barely missed.
All right, I think they were waiting for the MKB for 23. Gets that, the overwhelming blink now for Makoto. Relatively big power spikes. 23 is going to force the BKB out of... Oh, actually gets the Fiend's Grip off. But Analog trying to save his teammates. Going to cost him his life. Has the buyback, though, as Phoenix gets evaporated. Makoto forcing Yuma back at half HP right now. The Nightmare. There's the 1 buyback for the Phoenix. 23 Savage. Oh, you cannot go through that wall, young man. Gets Force Staff, though. Analog.
Double Force Blink.
BKB. Not able to find the connection, though. Now we'll have to back away. So 2 buybacks expended from Heroic. Still, Aegis. 20 seconds. Probably a little bit too close for comfort.
I mean, if I'm
Aegis expired now.
If I'm Analog right now, I'm telling my team, yo guys, let me get 25. I'm getting my Avalanche CDR talent, and I can pretty much buy out my Octarine core soon. Which, this is a huge deal for this Tiny. Like, this double timing together can make a big difference.
Oh, Makoto going very deep. Gets the Hex, the initiation onto the Tiny. Analog, it's a dieback. 2 minutes on the deck. Rasta follows suit as Yuma shadowed by the egg, and this is just a reset situation again from Talon. Knowing that Analog doesn't have buyback is a refresher coming for Jokum. Support Axe BT dubs. 23. Force the buyback onto the Rasta. Jokum tries for the initiation.
Force F again.
Yeah, force that from Yuma onto the low ground. Pops the BKB along with the meta. You can take out the Rasta. This is going to be a dieback for him. Looks like that'll be an easy cleanup for Makoto and company as Whisper cannot save him. Starbreaker not going to do too much. In fact, the Fiend's Grip from afar, isolating now the Dawn. That is going to be the death of Whisper. Chopped to oblivion.
Call.
And a call onto Yuma. The buyback into the Solar Guardian. It's not enough. Yuma drops to the deck. Doesn't have meta now. Buys back. It's only the 2 members of Heroic left against the 5 of Talon, and that means tier 4 towers are all theirs as WS taunting away. Blink Dagger for Yuma. 23. Gonna focus on the tier 3 first on the mid lane as there's the jump in from Makoto. Gets the Hex. That is a huge amount of damage, and that is gonna be game 1 in the books for Talon. As we expected, it took them
Yeah.
a while,
I'm not gonna lie.
as is their style.
We're definitely in for a very good series. Not surprised this one goes the distance with 54 minutes in just game 1.
Dude, Talon looked so impressive. When you called that night, you said, could there be potential for the support axe? And I was like, surely not. Surely the support axe can't do that much. I mean, they need that blink initiation. He's going to have it way too late.
I'm not the biggest fan of the offlane Doom. I feel like this hero does fall off. We've seen good amount of position for Doom as well, and I kind of prefer for Doom compared to the offlane.
I would say it is a pretty damn good Monkey King game. Like when you play against Silencer, you want heroes that are fast, that can make stuff happen when Global is down.
Yeah.
Let's hold that for a moment. King Jungles finds the
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yeah, immediately canceled though. 23 Savage was the one to do so as a big shield crash
Big
with the
double
Bramble to
jump.
follow. KJ is dead. Cuckoo with the first blood. Brain drain forever.
Uh-oh. That's
And it looks like another one will bite the dust in Whisper. So WS with the second kill. 2 kills for Talon.
a lot of mind games when it comes to this lane, but both should be very happy.
Well, when you dodge, does it dodge the whole thing?
If you time it properly, absolutely.
But there's like,
You need like your slide needs to...
but Mischief can't. Just, I know.
Correct.
It just gets rid of the first tick, right?
Yeah, Mischief dodges damage, not like full thing. As Cuckoo got a kill onto Mr. Schofield.
Yeah, the brain drain's gonna be kind of crazy.
It's
here.
already, this is out of control. He has Giga IQ. He's already +3. So you're gonna be very happy down here, of course.
And what are your thoughts on the facet? Because this is relatively new.
I mean, I think this facet is really, really strong. Like, it seems
So
like Monkey
taking
King
the
will,
place of a soldier in the ult.
Yeah, like just the fact that you know where, like, the enemies don't actually know which one you're going to, and you can kind of just like dodge stuff and be safe. Of course, you have Global to play into.
All right, finally, the brain drain brought to an end. Whisper gets credit for that one.
Because bad is always banned.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm actually backing you up here.
That's why it confused me.
I feel like you were thinking I was sarcastic.
Yeah, I got a little bit offended there.
All right.
Oh, the brain drain man.
Yep, Cuckoo pretty damn low. Trying to walk it off, but Whisper will get the better of him. There was TP from Jokum. Bramble's going to be avoided completely from Whisper, though. Will be A-OK. Meanwhile, Nightmare in the mid lane. King Jungle. Analog. Looking for the Searing Chains. Do they have the damage? It's going to be close. Absolutely. Makoto drops to the deck. And Analog going to be extremely happy about that. Their CS is effectively even right now. So this kill...
To collapse on one of the side lanes and outnumber them.
Makes his rotation over. 23 Savage can take the Boundless Strike with the Shackle to follow. Cuckoo, obviously not level 6 yet. They're taking all the mana out of 23 Savage. Pops the Lotus, going to get a decent amount back. It's a 3 versus 1 in this little tree area. WS coming out to play, though. Now Whisper on the run. Cuckoo likely to be taken out by Yuma. The Jingu does end up stacking here. So the Doom looks like 23 Savage next on the list. Nicely done from Yuma and company.
Uh-oh. King Jungles, he's also stealing the Wisdom. This is some... I really love this macro play from Heroic. I don't think there's a better way they could have used their 5 dots on the map.
Maybe that puts them a little bit ahead of this support because you're going to get it for free as opposed to like a Pugna or something.
No, for sure. It's like similar with Rasa too. Like if you don't have a stun against this guy, like in lane, he just kind of owns.
Wukong's command on top. Okay, they did not properly coordinate that.
He had last word on him by Silencer, which means Cuckoo kind of saving Makoto there.
Now KJ is going to take the brunt of the damage. Sonic Wave, it hits 2, including the Monkey King. Is Yuma will take the Scream of Pain, but WS misses initially. Will have to roll back, and Yuma eventually will be taken out. Question is, how much damage can he do on the way? As Analog will be able to clean up Cuckoo, but now has to remnant away completely out of mana as Makoto will continue the process. Swashbuckle into the shield crash. This will be the death of Analog as well.
Triple
kill from Makoto, and I mean, after dying, it looks like he's going to be very happy. Early 1K lead for Talon. Analog taking out some creeps right now. Whisper still looking for that first target to Doom. Getting really low, actually, already as the volley comes out from 23 Savage. Makoto going to follow suit with the rotation. Whisper literally stands still, as he does from time to time. Yuma on the trees.
Well, Talon can read this move. They know what's happening.
Blink out from Makoto. Actually going to apply some pressure to Analog, who I believe is just baiting, and there's the Fiend's Grip. Of course, no global science to come from Cuckoo. Wukong's command to follow. Do they have the stun lock? Do they have the damage? Makoto's fine. Shield Rune activated after the fact, blinks away, and in fact, Analog will die to Makoto's hand instead.
Because yeah, Heroic, they're not finding a way into this game.
It hasn't been pretty yet. And with that in mind, as you have to hold that thought, as KJ looks to be dying again. Takes off the nightmare for fellow Makoto. His analog, they want to try to do something here. Yuma makes the transition over as well as the global silence is activated. Kuku will pay the ultimate price. But can they get the cancellation?
Infernal.
Yes, Infernal Blade to cancel the TP, but Makoto does have Blink relatively shortly. There's the Doom. That will be a kill one way or the other. Eventually Makoto will tick out. Double kill for Yuma, who ends up getting the last hit there. Much needed for Heroic.
Yeah.
Scary. Until you look at his face, and it's like, that's just goofy.
Yeah.
Makoto, balance strike. KJ in the area for a Fiend's Grip. He gets off the Blade Mail, so a lot of it will be reflected. Will they get the damage? Essence Ring pop, but the last right click from Yuma is enough. Another big kill for Heroic. Is Jokum. Actually, a missed swashbuckle from WS. I mean, this is going to be a kill one way or the other, but it's still just a support.
BKB onto analog.
Well, global expended as Makoto will be found by the Rasta, now blinking away as now the pursuit. Yuma gets off the balance strike onto the Quap with the Wukong's command to follow. Makoto gonna get help with the Terrorize to get the hell out of Dodge. Meanwhile, the Rolling Thunder, Yuma looks like he's gonna be safe, turns into a soldier. Meanwhile, the Doom applied to the Pango, so just has to roll away. Actually gets a nice stun onto Rasta just randomly.
Oh, more catch.
Serpent Word to follow though. And that looks to be a dead Makoto at the end of the day. Double kill for Whisper. So Heroic. Now 23 close to the Crystallis. As KJ using the Horsey, gets the Fiend's Grip. 23 though does have his ult to counteract this completely, and that's going to cost KJ his life. Meanwhile, Yuma on the tree line. Sonic Wave does hit. He gets to the low ground, but we'll find the Quap nearby. They get the Yule's cancellation. And Yuma looks to be dead. A big kill for Talon. 3 minutes on the Aegis still to go. And 23 is still just farming. Well, Yule's online for Makoto now. We'll see how much that helps him in terms of survival. We'll spot out Yuma, who gets the Wukong's command off at half HP, turns into a soldier.
Uh-oh.
Attempted TP. Oh, the Yule's at the last moment. So Makoto already getting value out of that. And this will lead to the death of the Monkey King eventually. Turns into the soldier again onto the other side, making it a little bit more difficult, but same result.
Back-to-back deaths for Yuma here.
And the Doom from Whisper onto the support. And this is mass TPs from Talon. Try to turn this around with the Stone Gaze from 23. Whisper will not look him in the eye, but he's going to get picked off nonetheless as WS just owning here. As Jokum will actually survive in the end. I mean, even if that was successful, it's a support.
Heroic are absolutely losing control of this game right now. They brought it back from a big deficit to what, 1K, and now it just trickled up to 8. And similar story as last game.
Certainly on the way to that point already. When he turns into a soldier, can we tell which one it is?
I haven't casted enough Monkey King to pay attention.
Grab. Bane's gonna get taken out. They cancel it.
Terrorize.
Terrorize comes out onto one. Yuma pops to BKB, actually deletes Makoto, so a big kill for Heroic. But it's going to be at the cost of analog. WS in the cover of his ult actually ends a little bit in a precarious spot, but will get away eventually. Talon in firm control of this game, and Heroic just feels like they're just too scared to take a fight. Whisper attempting to force something. We'll pop the BKB, gets Sonic Wave though. He's going to drop if he's not careful. Makoto, or WS I should say, in that Rolling Thunder gets away from the Wukong's command, and that's 2 big ults down for Heroic. As 23 is getting a relatively low. He's going to get some cover thanks to WS. Makoto in the area as well. Searing Chains onto 2. Analog going to try to force the issue, but KJ on the sideline will drop. Makoto finishes him off with a Scream of Pain. Analog continuing to try to pursue to try to get some core kill in this engagement because they've only gotten the supports, but he's just getting kited. As 23.
Schofield?
Schofield pops the dust, and he will drop eventually to 23. As WS looks like he's going to get a nice shield crash, and the Lotus to get away is a double kill for 23 Savage, able to finally take out Yuma, and Analog will follow suit. And this just might do it, honestly. Talon. It's going to take a bit because they probably want to wait for the Aegis just to make sure. And 23 just doing the huge. Analog will put a Remnant out, but they're going to lose their tower pretty shortly. They're going to try for the backstab situation. Whisper, not able to find the connection initially. Again, uses the Doom on the Willow as Yuma on the tree line. Try to finish the job. Makoto going to force out the BKB of Whisper, who just will not give this up. 2 supports die in the back line on the Heroic side. Finally, the Dark Willow drops, but at what cost exactly? Makoto, Searing Chains. Yule's going to counter that. WS in the meantime Gets the inhibit onto Analog as Yuma going in for the kill. The Sonic Wave only onto Yuma, but has the mobility for the Queen of Pain. As I believe 23 Savage is not even close to this because he's just getting Mega Creeps.
He doesn't care.
He's just playing his own game. Gets the Mega Creeps.
His team is killing all of them in the meantime.
They don't even need him. That is crazy. Going for the tier 4s now as the TP attempt. Canceled at the last moment. Analog. This is painful to watch. Just the slow death of Heroic in this tournament.
GG.
As GG's come out. And that was, I was not expecting this result.
No, I did not expect a 2-0 either.
I was expecting Talon to win.
It was a tough one for Heroic fans out there to watch this. I think also for the players themselves, after being in tiebreakers not even 24 hours ago, to potentially be second in your group, to now unfortunately being our second team eliminated from the Esports World Cup. It's been a tough journey for themselves, but also on the other side,